Hello and welcome to my video. In this video, I will tell about nonverbal communication. What is nonverbal communication? Nonverbal communication is a communication process where messages are informed without using words. These are body language, facial expression, gesture, and object communication. Many people use nonverbal communication in interacting with each other for various reasons, including informing others without speaking, giving a code until making a satire. Functions of nonverbal communications are repetition is a nonverbal action that can repeat verbal action. Substitution is nonverbal action that can replace verbal action. Contradiction is a nonverbal action that can argue or conflict with the verbal action and can give another meaning to the verbal message. Accentuation is reinforcing, emphasizing, or complementing verbal action. Complement is a nonverbal action can regulate verbal action. Next, I'm gonna tell about examples of nonverbal communications. First is body language. Body language is a person's way of positioning their body naturally depending on the situation, the environment, and how they are feeling. This video is one of example about body language. In that video, it shows a man doing an exam. That man is scratching his head while doing an exam. From this action has seen a kind of nonverbal communication in the form of body language. That means the man feels confused when answering the exam questions. This indicates that body language can communicate a person's feelings without saying. Second is facial expression. Facial expression is the most commonly used type of nonverbal communication. Oftentimes, we already know the information the other person is going to inform even before he uses words, just by looking at this facial expression. This video is one of example about facial expressions. In that video, it shows a man watching a video on YouTube. At first, the man showed an enthusiastic facial expression towards the video, but over time the man put on a gloomy facial expression. That means the man feels bored while watching the video. This indicates that facial expression can communicate a person's feelings without saying. Third is gesture. Gestures or body movements are one of the easiest types of nonverbal communication to read, usually used to convey message without using words. In fact, it can be helpful when verbal communication is not possible. This video is one of example about gestures. Doni, apa kabar? Baik, alhamdulillah. In that video, it shows a man welcoming his friends at his home. The man seen shaking hands with his friends. The man used hand gesture here. That means the man was very happy and also appreciated his friend who had come to his house. This is another video about gesture.
Started for you today. What size? Alright.
In that video, it shows a man ordering food at a restaurant. The man used his finger to communicate with cashier. The man used hand gesture here. That means the man mentioned how many order he will buy. This indicates that gestures can use in communication to help verbal communication. The conclusion is body language, facial expression, gesture, and object communication will help the person you are communicating with to assess how much you care about them, or to make sure you are really listening and telling the truth. When nonverbal communication is in line with what you say, trust and clarity will emerge in the communication process. Conversely, if verbal and nonverbal communication is out of sync, then the suspicion, tension, or confusion between communicating will increase. Nonverbal communication is also an important aspect of everyday life. For example, in caring for and educating children, nonverbal aspects such as touching and hugging are very important as affection between parents and children. Okay, that's nonverbal communication. I'm sorry for my mistake. Bye bye.